In this video, we're going to tell you about the changes you need to make to your Facebook ad campaigns as a result of Apple's iOS 14 update. Let's get into it. Hi, my name's John Tanner, CEO and co-founder here at Social Media College. Facebook ads have several crucial advantages that make it such a powerful marketing platform. The retargeting options, the tracking capabilities, and the ad optimization potential. The platform's deep machine learning and advanced algorithms can do a lot of the heavy lifting to get your ads to the right users at the right time. The app tracking transparency feature was launched on April 26, and it will likely directly impact advertisers' ability to accurately track activity from, retarget to, and optimize for mobile users on Facebook ads. In this post, we're going to discuss what's changing with iOS 14, how it's impacting Facebook ads and other retargeting-based paid social platforms, plus how advertisers can prepare and adapt, how Facebook's ad system worked until now. When a Facebook user logged into Facebook and visited a third-party site like a favorite retailer, if that site had a tracking pixel enabled, it would fire when you visited specific pages or take actions like making a purchase. That data would be fed back to Facebook automatically, and it could be used by brands to show you relevant ad campaigns. Facebook would then see which users clicked and converted, giving you an accurate look at how effective your campaigns were and what ROI they netted. Facebook would also learn from this, seeing what types of customers took the desired action on your ad. They would then shift who saw your ad in the future to optimize for better results at the best cost. This was possible due to off-site data tracking. What's changing with iOS 14? Before now, the default status for most apps and desktop sites was that data tracking was automatically enabled. Previously, if everyday users wanted to opt out of this type of tracking, they'd need to go into the iPhone settings to disable off-site tracking. It's worth mentioning that this feature has only been available recently. It's buried in people's settings. Many users, even those who are gravely concerned about privacy and data tracking, don't even know it's there. The most recent iOS update, however, comes with a new feature that will automatically require users to opt into data sharing for each iPhone app they're using. The new default isn't to have data sharing automatically enabled. It will be to have it disabled unless users opt in. This screen will pop up before you use the iPhone app for the first time after updating. Unlike the GDPR cookie warnings, mobile apps do not get to customize the message users will see in the prompt. iPhone app developers can use pre-permission in-app prompts to explain why users should keep tracking enabled, which Facebook has locked and loaded, but the prompts themselves cannot be changed. And the reality is that while many users may not go through the hassle of disabling it themselves, it's pretty easy to click no to data sharing and essentially do nothing, especially since it's listed as the top option. This is true even for users who aren't concerned, who would have almost never turned off data tracking if they had to be proactive about it. How this will impact Facebook advertising and other paid social campaigns. As more users update their devices, there's likely going to be a big drop-off in mobile devices that will have activity Facebook can track. Facebook has been extremely vocal about this for months, citing that it will hurt small businesses and speaking out against it. Since so much social and online activity happens on mobile, this is significant. Large portions of their audience may have data tracking disabled. A recent survey by Flurry Analytics found that a whopping 96% of users did not opt into tracking. Said another way, only 4% allowed Facebook to track them. Here are the most significant impacts that we expect to see for iOS users that you need to know as a Facebook advertiser. Facebook will not accurately be able to track any of their off-site behavior. They'll know if a user clicks on an ad, but not if they convert or take any specific actions. This means that Facebook's reporting data will be impacted, so you may not know the true ROI or efficiency of your campaigns. You'll need to piece together the evidence from a combination of Facebook and Google Analytics reporting as best you can. We're going to have to rely on shorter attribution windows. This is the period of time that a conversion can be attributed back to the original Facebook ad. Many advertisers, particularly those with higher priced items, rely on longer look-back windows to accurately assess longer buying and consideration cycles. There may be workarounds for this in the future, but in the meantime, it will impact the efficacy of targeting. We're also going to be limited in how much data we get from each campaign. Facebook's app will run through Apple's SK Ad Network API, which will limit or aggregate data. Event data will be limited to a total of 9 campaigns and 5 ad sets per campaign for every account. For accounts running dozens of campaigns or ad sets, this is really bad news. Data will be delayed up to 3 days after the app is installed, with less accurate or just less information about how users are interacting with ads beyond an initial click. Facebook's optimization potentially goes down. This could impact all users, not just iOS users. Targeting options will be impacted, particularly retargeting options based on off-site actions that are typically tracked through the pixel. Ultra-personalized ads may be harder to serve to your full audience on mobile. As ads are less personalized and optimized automatically, the reality is that their effectiveness could decrease, at least for iOS users and hopefully only temporarily. This does, unfortunately, mean there's more room for wasted ad spend. How you can adapt right now. If you're an everyday user on Facebook, you're going to continue to see ads, but you get to choose whether Facebook can track which sites you visit and what actions you take on those websites. Your privacy rights have increased, which is good. If you're an advertiser on Facebook, however, this update is not good. We're not going to sugarcoat it. There's a chance that Android might follow suit in the future. Since the iOS update is here now, you're going to want to adapt now too, if you haven't already. While we may know more in the coming weeks as more substantial data stats start rolling in, this is what you can do right now. Keep your campaigns going, but watch them closely. Do you have an amazing retargeting campaign running right now that uses dynamic ads based off offsite activity funneled through the tracking pixel? There's no reason to stop it. Only iOS users will be impacted by retargeting delivery abilities on mobile after all. That being said, watch every single one of your existing campaigns like a hawk. Shifts in attribution windows alongside potentially increasing issues with measurement and optimization could have a major impact on your winning campaigns. Know that some of your conversion data may be off while you're reviewing them. You can cross-reference activity with tools like Google Analytics to try to look for discrepancies so you can see how your campaigns are performing. Reorganize your campaign structure. If you can only track a total of 9 campaigns and 5 ad sets per campaign, it might make sense to reshuffle your campaign structure. Some clients we've seen have new campaigns for each individual strategy they're using and a long number of ad sets. It may be easier to group more ads under a single ad set whenever possible without sacrificing optimization results, and to place a full 5 ad sets under each existing campaign. Make sure of the data that you can get and prioritize the event types that you want to track for the best look at what's happening with your ads. Set up Facebook's Conversion API. If you don't have Facebook's Conversion API up and running, it's something that you'll want to look into promptly. Right now, a large number of advertisers are most familiar with Facebook's tracking pixel. As we explained earlier in the post, you can install this pixel on your site. It's fired when users visit it, and Facebook automatically collects the data to be used as needed, whether it's for conversion tracking, optimization, or retargeting later. Facebook's Conversions API works differently, but you can help yield some of those same results. You'll collect the data on your own site and through your CRM, which you can then send back to Facebook through the API integration. They can then use this data without having to have tracked the user data themselves.
Oh yeah.
Consider implementing alternative retargeting options. Retargeting is a force to be reckoned with on Facebook ads, especially site-based retargeting. Having that take a hit is a big potential threat. That being said, you can still use other retargeting-focused custom audiences that do not rely on off-site data tracking. You can, for example, upload a customer list from your CRM or email subscriber base. Target new leads with great offers in the hopes of turning them into customers. Share alerts about new products your different audience segments would love, and even send them reminders for your referral program. Since Facebook will be able to track what's happening on their own app, you can also create retargeting campaigns for on-platform activity. Using a video ad to reach a cold audience is a great way to launch a sales funnel, for example, and you could show them a lead ad next. There are some great options and strategies you can test to keep the retargeting campaigns alive and well. Test proactive strategies. In an ideal world, we would not have to shift our high-performing, high-converting strategies due to a change in the iPhone app tracking transparency. But that's not quite the case right now. As more users start opting out of data tracking, consider testing the following campaign strategies to see if it's able to help increase performance and results. Exclude iOS devices from conversion-based campaigns. You'll still get tracking data, optimization options, and full retargeting abilities with non-iOS users, so you can just exclude them if it starts to muddy the waters. Test non-conversion objectives. Maybe optimizing for clicks, which you can track through Google Analytics by using identifiable, unique shortened URLs for each ad or ad set, can be easier to optimize for, as Facebook will gather that data. Opt for lead form ads instead of landing pages. Lead form ads already have a great conversion rate compared to standard off-app landing pages, but now there's more incentive than ever to use them. Lead form completions are a retargetable and tracked action on the platform, giving Facebook more data to work with. Final thoughts. While major changes that could potentially threaten the efficacy of our favorite ad platform isn't the best news for social media marketers, this is now the reality. If you're running campaigns for your business or for your clients, it's important to act now. If you're doing client work, it's also crucial that you give your clients a heads up, if you haven't already, about what's happening. Many would understandably be very upset to see a report where a significant chunk of conversions are dropped off. But if you warn them ahead of time that this is to be expected in the coming months, it will help soften the blow. Keep in mind that this is a brand new, game-changing update. New solutions, strategies, and workarounds may emerge in the following months, along with new data about how advertising is being impacted. Stay tuned so you can stay up to date on this groundbreaking time in social media marketing. Let us know in the comments how you think Apple's iOS update is going to impact Facebook advertising. Want to learn more about how to optimize your social media channels to accomplish your marketing goals? Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest tips and tricks. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified the moment that we drop a new video. My name again is John Tanner, CEO and co-founder here at Social Media College. I hope you've got a lot out of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.